our doctors have been taught that the entire healthcare system has been built on that model, as if the body isn't capable of healing itself. And you need only look at a grandparent or an uncle, or aunt, your mother, your father, or a sister or a brother, and see, no matter what the condition is, there's always either a prescription or a surgery that it leads to, okay, or some kind of procedure, okay? It's never a focus on what can we do to get the body to actually activate healing, okay? There's never a focus on that. There's always a product or a service at the end of whatever you go into your doctor for. Now, let me say this before we get into these 5 ways to activate healing. What's important to understand is, yes, our bodies are capable of healing themselves. Not only is it capable of healing itself, it is actually designed to do so. Okay? It's not only designed to heal itself, it's designed to defend itself as well. It's designed to replicate or reproduce itself as well too. All right? We just need to understand how we tap into these things. Okay? Of course, we already know how to do the reproduction part, but now we need to understand the restoration part, the healing part. And to be honest with you, this is something that our great-grandparents were more in tune with, and our ancestors, than we are today, because we just believe that there's a pill for every ill. Okay? But today I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can tap into that healing. But it's important to understand that before we get into these 5 things, if you allow your body to deteriorate to a point, there's a point of no return. Okay, there's a point where all the things that were put in your body to heal you have been either degenerated or destroyed by poor habits and chronic behavior over decades. Okay, for the most part, most of the things that people suffer with today, let's just go through a few of them. Cardiovascular disease, whether that be hypertension, high cholesterol, heart attack, stroke, the list goes on and on, congestive heart failure. The vast majority of those things, again, it's really important to understand that there are no cures for them, okay? And also it's really important to understand the same way with cardiovascular issues and the same way with autoimmune conditions, the same way with, GI issues or digestive issues. What's important to know and understand that there's a healing mechanism within all of those things. And there are things designed to not only help you regenerate, okay? Because we know in 9 months, your body is capable of regenerating an entirely new liver, okay? In about 2 weeks, you can get an entirely new inner lining of your digestive tract, even shorter in some cases. You can get a new inner lining inside of your stomach in every 2 to 3 days. Okay, so our bodies are designed to heal themselves, even nerve cells and brain cells. Okay, we were taught at one point that brain cells, once they're cooked, once they're, mutated or no longer living, at that point, that brain cell cannot be replicated. It cannot be regenerated. That's been proven not to be true. All right. The same way you think about it when it comes to, all the things that we get injected for, chicken pox, mumps, measles, the list goes on and on and on. Our bodies are capable of healing us of that too. All right. We get into the way of it. All right. But what's most important to understand is that your body's not only capable of healing you from it, your body's capable of protecting you from it so that you never know it exists. However, if you allow your body to deteriorate to a certain point, okay, I liken it to when you look at stages, or whether that be kidney disease or some type of mutation in cell where you have a tumor. The stage is just telling you how widespread the problem is. The more widespread the problem is, of course, the more difficult it is to heal, because you don't have the time that you had before. All right. So it's just really important to understand that you have to understand how important time is when it comes to this. That's why you have to be active right now. And I'm going to give you this 5 things that can activate healing no matter what your issue is. Okay. Number 1, the first and most important thing that's going to activate healing that unfortunately we weren't taught as healthcare professionals to tell you about, and so you'll probably never hear it, is number one, eliminate the cause. All right. All the other things that I'm going to tell you won't matter if you don't eliminate the cause. If you have high blood pressure, there's a reason why you have high blood pressure. And guess what? You more than likely know why you have high blood pressure. You only need to look at what you ate the last week. Okay? You only need to look at your lifestyle, your habits. Okay? If you don't eliminate the cause, you can't heal. You don't get a free pass. Health is something you have to earn. It's not something that you can get a cheap pill or any of that kind of stuff. The vast majority of people who have a heart attack or stroke are on medication when they have the heart attack or stroke. So even that won't save you, okay? So it's just really important to understand that. And look, Dr. Price is not telling you to stop taking your medication. That's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is that that's not going to save you. You have to eliminate the cause. You got to get rid of all the bread, the pasta, the processed foods, and the sugary beverages, and the list goes on and on. You have to make active change if you want to see real results. Okay, so if you want to get out of symptom-based treatment, then you have to go towards eliminating cause. Okay, addressing the cause. If you're not addressing the cause, healing is not possible. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's heartbreak or you having a heart attack. If you do not address the cause, you can't heal. That's number 1. Number 2, respect nature's doctors. Okay, nature's doctors. Okay, what I mean by that is some of us take for granted all of the things that were put in nature for us to sustain us, but not only sustain us, but are literally key to life. Okay, number 1, breath. Okay, most of you, if you think about it, and most of you don't think about it, but most people breathe very shallow. Most people rarely take a deep breath. And most people, when they take their breaths, it's such a shallow breath that the air only gets to the bare minimum of the top of the lungs. There's no air perfusing the entire lung because people are breathing so shallow. Okay? So take a moment, and what I want you to do right now is take 10 deep breaths in your nose, out your mouth. Do that 10 times. When you breathe in, I want your belly to get big and your chest to open up. Okay? Belly gets big. That's going to allow your diaphragm to depress. Okay? Flatten out. That's going to open up your lungs. Do that 10 times. And what you'll notice is you might even feel a little bit lightheaded because you're just not used to getting that amount of air into your lungs, that amount of oxygen. It's important to know and understand that oxygen is energy. Okay, so oxygen is the key to life. We go 3 to 4 minutes without oxygen, we're out of here. We can go weeks without food, months. We can go weeks without water, maybe 7 days, 7 to 14 days. But 3 to 4 minutes without oxygen, we're done. So it is a key to life. You have to breathe, and you have to breathe properly, which means that you're not breathing shallow. Okay, so that's one, nature's doctor. The second nature's doctor is plant medicine. You have to eat plants in their original form. All right, when you just think about it, when you see me, or you see a herbalist or a naturopath, and you're asking for a remedy, what are you really asking for? You're asking for plants. What herb? What herb? What plant? What fruit That's where the healing is, in nature. All right. So you got to understand, if food is medicine, and when we say food, we're saying plants in this case, then you got to eat plants. Okay. That should be the vast majority of your diet, if not all of your diet. Okay. Because that's where the healing is. Number 3, you must rest to restore. No healing takes place when you're awake. All the healing takes place when you're asleep. So if you don't get restful sleep, you will not heal.